everybody, it's me again. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 strength exercises, a couple of upper body and a lower body exercise. We will do a couple of sets. I'm just going to do 2 sets of 10. If you feel you can do a little bit more, then please feel free. I would also say that I've got a piece of equipment here. I'm obviously sitting on a seat, so that is for our leg exercise. But I have got a band. If you've got a band, then that's fine. If you haven't got a band, you can just pretend, or you could utilise a couple of tins of beans or a couple of full bottles of water. So you don't necessarily need the band, but if you have got one, then that is good. Okay. So the first exercise, guys, that we're going to do is targeting the upper body, the postural muscles, the muscles in between the shoulder blades that help to keep our shoulders back and ourselves upright. So I'm going to start off with my hands roughly shoulder width apart. Palms are facing up the way. I'm going to keep my elbows tucked in at my sides. I'm going to keep my back away from the chair again, and if you can, head looking forward. So from here, I'm going to draw the band out, the elbows slightly back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, then release. So we're going to try and make sure that we can control this both directions. So in other words, go the same speed out and the same speed back in again. Breathe in all the time. If you can, breathe out as you take the shoulder blades together, breathe in on the way back. That's good. I'm going to demonstrate this without the band. So I'm still able to draw my shoulder blades together. So I want you to imagine that you've got a pencil in between your shoulders and you're trying to break that pencil. And because I've been chatting, I've actually lost count, but that's nothing unusual. And let's just do another one. And relax. Good. Give your shoulders a little shiggle. So you will also feel that probably in your shoulders as well, because this kind of movement is working the muscles around about the shoulders, the rotator cuffs, as well as the postural muscles, the ones in between the shoulder blades. Okay, let's go again. So if you have had a little rest up against the back of the seat, walk yourself towards the edge of the seat again. Palms facing up the way, elbows in at your side, arms are roughly shoulder width. And here we go. Draw the shoulder blades together and release. Breathe in, breathe out as you take the band out, breathe in as you come back. Well done. So let's hear those pencils snapping. Draw the shoulder blades together. That's 5. So we've got another 5 to go if we can. 5 more. Another 4. 3 to go. Last 2. And last 1. And relax. Okay, shiggle those shoulders again. Excellent. Okay, this next one is going to target the backs of the arms. So again, if you've got a band, you're going to take the band and pop it in front of the knees but below. If you don't have very knobbly knees, then take your feet back a little bit, just trying to create a bit of a ledge so the band doesn't come up and slap you in the face. Palms are facing forwards again. And again, we're sitting upright. Your elbows are bent at this point. And from here, you're going to straighten the arms and then bend them again. So you're straightening the arms, but you're actually pulling the band back and slightly out as well. Well done. And again, if you're doing this on your own without any band or with a couple of beans in your hand, that's the kind of movement that you're doing. So as you straighten the arm, I want you to think about the muscles in the back of the arm and just get to this point and squeeze. Good, keep going. And once again, I have lost count. And we'll do another couple. And we'll do one more. And relax. Excellent. Give your arms a wee shake again, a wee shuggle. And we shall just go with one more. Okay, if you've got the band, pop the band back where it was, in front but below the knees. Sitting upright, head looking forward, elbows bent. And here we go. Straighten the arms and then bend them. So you can see there, although I'm straightening my arms back the way, I'm also going out a little bit from the side of my body. And remember to breathe. Good. And I think this is halfway. We're 5 here. So we'll have another 5 to go. 5. That's good. 4 more. 3, last 2, and last 1. And relax, good. Give your hands a little shake out, excellent. Okay, we are going to throw that there out the road. So the next exercise we're going to do, guys, is a sit to stand exercise. So this works on the strength of your legs and your bottom. It enables you hopefully to get up out of a seat, among other things, and it is quite an important exercise. So I've got a seat here, and hopefully you will as well, where when you sit on it, your thighs are kind of level with the floor. That's the ideal height. Anything lower is making the exercise harder. I guess if you're able to do it, then that's fine, but just make sure that you're not causing any discomfort right about the hips, the knees, the lower back. If it does cause discomfort, then you need to find a higher seat. Okay, so make sure that as you get up, you're going to take the feet back just a little bit, and then what you're going to do, your feet are hip distance, you're going to drive yourself up off the seat. I would suggest that you step back a second just to make sure you can feel the seat behind your legs. We're going to start doing a couple of repetitions just by performing a slow movement back down towards the seat again. You can either have your hands on your hips, or you can cross your hands across your chest. If you do need to catch yourself as you sit down, i.e. by catching the seat and then sitting yourself down, and the same if you've got to push yourself back up using your hands, then that is absolutely fine. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put my hands on my hips, and I'm just going to push my hips back. I'm going to bend my knees, but I'm keeping my chest up, and very slowly back down towards the seat. Back up again. Make sure you can still feel that seat behind your knees, behind your legs. Here we go. Back down, nice and slowly, nice and controlled, and gentle landing. So I'm trying not to make a heavy landing. Okay, here we go. And so I'm just bending the hips, bending the knees, and gently down. So try not to fold yourself in half, okay? So we're trying to keep the chest lifted. So if you were in front of me at the moment and you had your hands across your chest, I should be able to see that X across your chest. Okay, so in other words, I don't want to see you doing that. Not that I'm going to be able to see you, because obviously you can only see me. That's good. Okay, this time, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to pause before we sit down. So you're still pushing the hips back, bend the knees, and just before you get to the seat, pause. 3, 2, 1, and sit down. Good. Let's come up again. And that's hips back, bend the knees, pause. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now remember, if this is too hard for you, just carry on and pause. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Just carry on with the gentle, slow movement down towards the seat, and just cut out the pause. 3, 2, 1, and down. We'll just do another couple. It's good. Pushing the hips back, bend the knees, pause. 3, 2, 1, and down. And last time, up we come. And push those hips back and pause. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Give your legs a little rub. Excellent. A little slap. So I'm actually going to turn this chair sideways on for a couple of repetitions, guys, so you can see from the side as well. Okay, so let's stand ourselves back up again. Feet hip distance. Remember, your hips are here. These hip bones not all the way out here. The hip bones are here. So feet hip distance. And if you need to turn your toes out just a little bit, then do so. Okay, so I'm going to put my hands on my hips. Here we go with the first repetition. Pushing my hips back, bend the knees, pause. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Back up again. And again, if you don't like to put the pause in, then just very gently and slowly down towards the seat. Okay, keep going. So hips back, bend the knees, pause. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. That's good. And up again. And here we go. Pushing those hips back, hovering over the seat. 3, 2, 1, and down. That's good. And again, up we come. Well done. Hips back, bend the knees, pause. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Well done. We'll just do another couple, because again I've lost count. Hips back, bend the knees, pause. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And let's make this the last one. And push the hips back, bend the knees, pause. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Well done. Give your legs a little rub. Excellent. Well done. Excellent. Okay, so we are going to just add in here a little bit of a slow march, a little bit of a cool down, because we finished off using the big muscles of the legs and the bottom, and you quite possibly would have felt your heart rate go up. Okay, this is why during warm-ups we use the legs, the big muscles of the legs and the bottom, because it gets the heart rate up and gets the blood flowing. So likewise, we need to cool ourselves down and allow the heart rate to come back down again. So I'm just going to run through a couple of stretches from the upper body all the way down to the lower body. Okay, pause there. Again, try and make sure you're on the edge of your seat. Take one hand up, take it back down behind you as if you're away to scratch your back. Opposite hand, ease that back as far as you can. Feel the stretch down the back of your arm. If you can only manage this, that is absolutely fine. Please do not force this stretch. You just do what you're able to do. And again, keep breathing as you stretch. That's good. And then swap over. Same thing on the other side. Just easing that back just as far as you feel able. Enough to feel the stretch down the back of the arm. And relax. Back to marching again. This time it's just the legs that are moving. We're not using the arms at all. Nice slow march. Excellent. Well done. Let's pause there. So palms of your hands onto the top of your bottom, or grabbing a hold of the back of your seat, or just reaching back. Again, whichever is comfortable for your shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades together, the shoulders back, the chest forward, and just feel the stretch across your chest and the fronts of your shoulders. And again, this is one stretch where people tend to forget to breathe, so please remember to breathe just normally. We're just holding for a few seconds. And relax, back to nice slow march again. Well done. And pause again. Okay, we are going to take our feet a little bit wider, and you're going to have your hands on either thigh. This is going to be slightly slower this time, so right arm, reach up and over, and just enough to feel the stretch down your side. Come back to the centre. Swap sides, and back to the centre. Good. Reach and centre. Again, just leaning as far over as you feel comfortable. This should not be causing any issues with lower back or shoulders. So if you feel a lot of discomfort, then please just reduce the range. One more each way, and last time, and back to the centre. Good. Walk the feet back to hip distance, and another wee slow march. We're almost there. Just got our legs to give a little stretch to now. That's good, well done. Okay, wiggle your bottom right to the edge of the seat this time. Make sure you don't slide off the seat though. You're going to take your right leg forward. You're going to put both hands onto your bent left leg, and from here you're just going to lean forward from the hips, but keep the shoulders back. So don't hunch over your legs, keep the shoulders back, and just lean forward enough from the hips, enough to feel the stretch down the back of your thigh, and just hold it there. Again, remembering to carry on breathing. That's good. So keep that leg where it is, sit back a little bit, and this time draw the toe up towards you. And what you should feel now is the stretch transfer from the back of your thigh down to the back of your lower part of your leg, so your calf muscle. Just draw that toe up towards you. Well done, and release. Bend that leg, swap the hands over, straighten the other leg. Same thing on this side. From the hips, you're just leaning forward enough to feel the stretch down the back of the thigh. Once again, keep that leg forward, sit back and draw the toe up towards you. Just feel that stretch transferring down into the calf muscle. And relax, and just put your hands on your thighs, and now give yourselves a wee hand. Okay class, thank you very much. I hope that these 2 videos are useful, and we'll probably see you soon with some more. Thank you, bye.